academy. A miscalculation. Flicker into form. Come, meet your end. This ends here.
According to Academy rules, all symphonists must undergo a health check, equip a frequency monitor, and file a disclosure form before pilot simulation training. If these are pending, meet them at your earliest convenience.
When the bird glides across the sky. That song I listened to during my insomnia last night. The Renaissance do have an exquisite taste in art, but this melody just keeps my mind going. Not suitable for sleeping. Erase. Next, today's breakfast. Boyan style. All trivial. Erase it too. It was delicious, though. All right, looks like my guest has arrived. Gotta handle the rest later. What? Do I look like some murmuring android to you?
Sorry, President. Were you...
Tuning memories. Curious about my forte? Everyone leaves behind frequencies on the objects they carry. My forte allows me to read and analyze that information. Those frequencies, in a sense, are their memories. I can read, analyze, and store them in my mind, erasing or adding memories at will. That's what I call memory tuning. But the brain has limits, so I have to decide which memories to keep and which to discard, just like you saw earlier. It's different from amnesia. With amnesia, memories might still return. But when I erase something through memory tuning, I erase the frequency entirely. There's no recovering it. Alright, back to the point. I told you all that because it ties into what I mentioned in the message earlier. Correct. I need your help to confirm something. May I borrow an item you always carry? Oh, you still have it. Perfect. Objects with personal meaning carry stronger frequencies. Rover, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Let's begin. I have a general picture now. At the end of the celebration, you and Sigrika entered the dark side to solve the final riddle, and encountered another Sigrika. And you realized she was fake when she said, "Should finding an answer really be so important?"
You got it all right. Amazing how much you learned just from that single card.
To me, your memories play like a film. I can pause and study them frame by frame. So, what happened after the fake Sigrika revealed herself?
Then, there was a rabbit. I remember chasing it. The same one I saw right after entering the dark side.
I see. Thank you, Rover. I think I've found what I needed. Remember when I said Mornier compared the frequencies and found that the rabbit was likely the root cause of the dark side anomaly? The rabbit leads those who enter the dark side to face what they fear and try to avoid. Just like Sigrika meeting her alter ego. Since then, the anomaly has persisted. Some students and professors have faced the same situation. They harmed my students and colleagues with such despicable means. That rabbit is their pawn, which means I can turn it against them. We'll lure it out, capture it, and remove the anomaly at its source. Then, using my forte, I can extract information about the Fraxidus from it. But mobilizing the Academy's resources might alert our enemies. I need some more personal aid. Someone I trust. Let's call it a field project. A joint study between a professor and her dear student. It's worth noting that while many have entered the dark side, only a few were chosen by the rabbit. While the celebration incident was a Fraxidus scheme targeting you and Sigrika, the other victims might have followed a pattern. Exactly. We need to find out what each of them did in the dark side and make comparisons. The common threads might be what attracted the rabbit. The Academy is already investigating. Based on what we've found, a few possible factors stand out. Like how long they stayed in the dark side, whether they entered with a strong purpose or desire. Our next lead is a professor with a pretty strong opinion against the Academy's management. That's why you, as a student, are a better choice to approach him. Not exactly. Some of his beliefs just don't align with the executive's ideas. Setting that aside, I'll support your investigation from the dark side. My forte will be essential to uncover what they experienced. Once you speak with him, try to obtain one of his personal items. That'll let me relive his memories in the dark side. Now, I've texted you the basic info on that victim. And take this.
Don't underestimate this little mirror. It's actually a communicator. It's only natural for partners. It's getting late. I'm already on my way to the dark side. The on-campus investigation. Oh, and check your phone. I've sent you a new message. You're holding it too close. Using a communicator like that, relax. I already adjusted the settings before giving it to you. Just keep it in your pocket. The key is to stay calm and look natural.
So, what does your receiver look like?
Why not take a guess? We have a winner. Nice association.
Ugh. Law of Fridays turn into weekends, but when weekends pass...
Maybe when they invented weekdays and weekends, they didn't think about that law. Anyway, we should probably focus on the back-to-school exam.
Exam guides? You mean like notes, previous tests, or... According to her, don't think of it as a test of knowledge. After all, here at Star Torch, knowledge isn't just for show.
Yeah, she really doesn't like those old scholars who...
Speaking of our professors, is there anyone who might go easy on students? Maybe Professor...
Professor Savi? Maybe. People say he treats students like his own kids.
But isn't he one of those old scholars the president dislikes? I heard they had a dispute once. He refused to compromise his academic pursuits.
Ugh. Adult drama. Let's not dwell on it. Oh, say no more. He's nearby. You can find him up ahead.
They remember it so clearly. Guess my speech on the opening ceremony wasn't a complete waste of time. Oh, no panic. I simply put together the professor's finest ideas for the exam questions. And...
I read it. Aside from the title, the rest was mind-numbingly... And don't you dare include my name in your acknowledgements. That'd be pure slander. The freshman. What is it?
Well done. That voice? It's Professor Carl. You better answer him candidly. He's one of the tough nuts, just like Professor Savig.
Savine? He's probably prepping instruments. Ever since he got back from the dark side, he's been calling for its shutdown, saying no one should go in. Caused another big argument with the top bar. Why? Probably because of Lucille. You're new, so you probably wouldn't know. Savi and I don't... She's a fine teacher. If it's about scholarship, we have geniuses like Professor Mornier. If it's about leadership, and yes, she, an average resonator with no special expertise, forget it. Don't even know why I'm bringing this up with a student.
About what Professor Carl just said?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. In my position, hearing skeptical voices is part of the job. But tell me, Rover, what do you think a president should be like? And where should... Oh, no rush. Go see it for yourself. Let's keep moving. And one more thing. He is also a memory-type resonator. He can reproduce and project objects from his memories. To keep you focused, I'll stay quiet during your conversation.
You're late. Did you bring all the materials I asked for? Hand me the recalibrator. What? My mistake. I thought you were my assistant. The Academy newspaper. You must be the student behind the success of the new solar ceremony, right? So, when the launch program for Helios bugged out, how did you manage to recalibrate the parameters? And what about... Watching a project come to life always gets me a little overexcited. I haven't even introduced myself properly. I'm Savi, professor from the Department of Engineering, and a past recipient of the Space Trek Collective's... This prize hasn't been awarded in years due to the difficult situation. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not showing off. I keep it to remind myself that our science did make headway before. Though now... Anyway, what brings you here?
Lucilla mentioned that he's not on good terms with the management. I can't let him know I was sent. Still, we're both victims of the dark side. Maybe approaching from that angle won't... I'm here to talk about the dark side. Sigrika and I had an accident there, and I heard other students and professors experience something similar. There are so many conflicting stories about it. As someone who had been there, I want to know if everyone saw the same thing. You've entered it too.
Before that, tell me, what did you see in there? Unfortunately, although I did enter the dark side once, I didn't see any of that. Still, with all these incidents, the place should be completely sealed, especially from students. Now, I have to prepare for an experiment. We can have more discussion next time. Oh, and, that medal's yours now. The Star Torch prize may have been discontinued, but your contribution to the news... What we need now is another breakthrough in technology. So, take...
Yes, I've heard everything.
Looks like Professor Savi didn't want to open up about what he's...
Even so, that medal's a valuable lead. It's deeply connected to... Please place the medal in front of the makeup mirror. I can't touch it myself, so I'll... Excellent. Now, leave the rest to the adult.
President, can you still hear me?
Yes, the comms are stable. Let's begin.
This is strange. I was setting up the room according to the riddle. Who changed the riddle? Who altered the scene? Could it be that rabbit? Either way, I should focus on restoring the room through memory projection. If a student gets misled and causes an...
So, this is Professor Savi's memory when he first entered the dark side. From what we just saw, he was one of the staff involved in the new solo celebration. But...
Something wrong?
Not exactly. Maybe because I'm a memory-type resonator too. Something caught my... People think memory-type resonators, like us, are masters of memories and emotions. But no forte is perfect. When we pour all focus into that's when we're most vulnerable. The anomaly in the dark side preys on the mind. Ugh, this projection won't hold for long. Let's move forward.
I can't even feel time passing here. This one should go here. You again. Are you the one who changed the riddle and walked the...
This memory records the moment he met the rabbit. Before that, he mentioned time. Could that be another key factor?
Did the other victims have similar behaviors?
Let's...
Gone again. No matter how good you are at hide and seek, I'll just need to use my forte again. No use hiding. I know you're there. Surprised? Staring at your snow. No. I know what this is. Ha. Even if I'm a shadow, so what? Secrets you've been running from. You're trapped, desperate for progress. Like that Huang Long research, Pascar Spectrum. I'm nothing like Pascar. Oh, you're right about that. You don't even have his courage to give it all up. But what if I told you the answer you've been seeking is right here? The data model was wrong from the start. Is this where the error lies? If I fix it, my second hypothesis could actually work. Then, based on the corrected model, the result should be... Wait. There's a formula missing. Where's the rest? Where's the other half of the formula? I never said the answer was free. Offer something of equal value, and the answer's yours. Look, I've even prepared the stakes for you. Everything. Thesis, data, it's all here. See? No weight at all. Try again. Ah, no, no, no. Far from it. That can't be. But it can. You've spent all your chip. Ah, right. Almost forgot about that. Look at that. You've given everything, and yet, or maybe, the scale is the answer. The so-called... And of course, it can't change what sleeps beneath Lahai. You know it's... Enough! You don't understand anything. Oh, don't I? You've got nothing left. Your life. Go on. This is the part you idealists always love, isn't it? I told you, you don't understand. You're just... I won't let anyone else enter this room.
So that's why Professor Savi was so determined to keep everyone out of...
He was protecting them in his own way. He feared that eager students or passion... Greatness isn't just about achievement. Sometimes, at Star Torch Academy, we pursue truth, yes, but we value the journey more. Now then, if we cross-check the clues from Savi with the Academy's earlier findings, you're half right. The key isn't the forte itself, it's... Remember? Professor Savi used his forte to restore the scene, and in both cases, they influenced the space itself.
Since we found the answer, I'll wait for you here. Hello? Lucilla?
Look, there's actually one more thing I didn't mention. After the celebration, they were all memory-type resonators. And there aren't many of us in the Academy. Only one remains. You understand what focused my mind? Loosen my thoughts. A small price to draw it out. In that false professor's words, since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president...
That student. You seem to trust her quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. You'll understand once you meet her yourself. Anyway, how's your progress?
Just as planned. No one else remains in the dark side. But the rabbit's clever. Every room has traces of its frequency. I can't pin down its exact trail.
Huh. If it were easy to catch, their little feast wouldn't be half as entertaining, would it? And remember, if anything unexpected happens, you know what to do.
Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I turn down the feast? Of course. And I knew if I told you sooner, but there's something only you can do from the outside. The dark side is unstable by nature. Remember what I said? Most have been replaced by Fraxidus riddles, but a few originals are still, and the archive is inclusive. Be careful what you... Rover, I need you to set a stable dark side exit with a riddle unknown to the Fraxidus.
Remember what you told Sigrika at the celebration? That means no matter what, we stick.
Even if I said no, you'd come anyway, wouldn't you? Fine. The dark side is a maze. But if anything goes wrong, promise me, you'll get out.
Attention all Academy students and staff.
The alternate. Why is it tucked into a storyboard, though? Hope this helps.
You're here. This way.
If I follow this path, it should lead me to the president. That's odd. Why are tacit discords here? They're all moving towards her.
But I was helping. Oh! Yes, just like that.
Tacit discords are gathering around here.
Oh, a new partner.
The hour is upon us. No hesitation.
But I was helping. Oh.
This is...
Even got my taste right, huh? It's always so easy to read. The Tragic Life of Lucilla. Directed by Lucilla, starring Lucilla.
Welcome. Enjoy your own movie.
Using my name and slapping on a title that lame? I heard the Fraxidus had a playwright. And this is what your art looks like?
This is the story of a girl who discovered she could read memory before she could fully develop her self-knowledge. She absorbed too many memories.
Stealing Sophie's voice? Twisting people's lives into your cheap drama? Since when does that count as cinema? What's next? My grand arrival in Lahairoi?
How ironic. The girl who built her life on her memory gift walks into an institute buried beneath the Frostlands and becomes its leader. A flock of lambs chasing the future crowns a shepherd who can only record the past. What can she offer? Drown in the relics of humanity's golden age? Or lead the innocent straight into the abyss? The flock crosses the frozen lands, trying to light fires against the coldness and darkness. Some burn clothes, some burn books, some even burn themselves. But the coldness and darkness know no end, and devour everything. In the end, nothing remains, only silence.
Oh, how considerate to have even written the Academy's ending for us, too. If this ever hit theaters, I'd fast forward it tenfold just to end the agony. The title really tells.
Thus ends the film. However, upon review, it's filled with the script will be rewritten and rescreened. Actress, please wait before the curtain.
A post-credit scene? Planning to remake my life now? Fine. Since you've handed me a free ticket, I'll see it through.
The Tragic Life of Lucilla, remake. Scene 1, action. The pitiful girl repeats her past, grows up again, and again arrives at Star Torch Academy, standing once more.
Now, I'll announce the results of the Star Torch Academy presidential election. The vote was jointly conducted by each department's committee and the new Federation Special Investigation Panel. Professor Lucilla, congratulations. You've been elected as the new president of Star Torch Academy. Well then, President Lucilla, care to say a few words?
That's amazing, Professor Lucilla. Oh, should I say present?
Thank you for your trust, but I don't intend to accept. Compared to others at the Academy, don't you think I'm a bit too ordinary? I have no major academic achievements, nor administrative experience. Honestly, sometimes making a nobody the shepherd is dangerous for everyone, so please understand my choice. I'm content following at the back.
Quiet! Everyone, please be seated.
At least she knows her place. Let's just set a new election.
Look, Professor Lucila's here.
About your request, I have the right.
Professor Lucila just ran out of the room, clutching her head. Like she's lost it.
How long has she been locking herself in there?
No clue. We just heard stuff breaking.
Could it be she's having another episode? The madness caused by memory confusion.
Are you really quitting the project, Lucila?
This will be my final lecture. I've already filed for the course list.
She said nothing. Deep down, the girl who once forced herself to stand tall now teeters on the edge.
Did the others' memories bleed into mine again? How long was I out? The meeting's already over. What's happening to me? I just want to forget. Erase. Right. If I erase the memory of my forte itself, I'm done with all of it.
She abandoned her title, her right to explore, and now even her own forte.
She chose to kill the person she used to be.
A different choice. A brand new life. Tell me, our dear audience, isn't this... If everything's destined to fade away, why not just wait it out? Enjoy the last bit of pleasure and revel in the beautiful memories before the end.
After all, fleeting joy feels far more real than some unreachable truth.
You only need to come a little closer and take my hand. Our lives can trade places. No more pain, only warmth and bliss.
Done with your performance? All that noise for one purpose. The same trick you used on Savi. Stirring fear, pressing old wounds. Let me guess what you're after. Targeting Sigrika was just a diversion. You wanted the Academy to intervene. Next, the memory-type resonator is affected in the dark side. And you knew I'd see it. That was your invitation. So this little play, it was meant for me and all the memory-type resonators. You're afraid of something in us, aren't you? You put on quite a hilarious show, I'll give you that. But you came to the wrong audience. You can ramble about past. And that's exactly why your message in that film disgusts me. I don't deny the doubt, the struggle, or the pain we face in our search. Every soul in Star Torch Academy has endured those. But the weight of civilization demands shoulders to bear it. And we, right from the beginning, are a flock, walking willingly toward our own end. If the campfire's dying out, then these lambs you mock will burn themselves, just to walk one more mile before the final breath. No glory sought, no remembrance needed. We'll lie down here, leaving... But what's the point of it all? The point? You, who watch us burn. You're the proof. You and everyone behind you. That's our meaning. And one more thing. Whether I deserve to be the president? That's not for your cheap words or your lousy films to decide. If you're so desperate to tear me down, that only proves I'm doing something right. Tell me, who's the real desperate one here? You're not the only one with backup. Checkmate. You're here.
Go after it. I'll handle the rest.
Come on, we've still got work to do. Stay sharp, Rover. It can take the form of anything in the dark side. There's only one passage here. It must still be around. Stay close. No sign of it here either. Let's split up. I'll check this room. You take the one before. No sign of it here either. I'll check this room. Told you. It's checkmate this time. We still haven't figured out what the Fraxidus wants with the darks. For now, this little one's our only lead. Let me try reading its memory. Oh, looks like I don't even need to use my forte.
I suppose this counts as our first proper meeting, Madame Lucilla.
Proper meeting? You're talking to me through a rabbit from your little hideout. And still, thanks for the film. It was tasteless and trashy, but you knew I'd catch this rabbit from the start.
And didn't you already know it was a trap meant for you? We both have.
What are you trying to do in the Highroy?
As an educator, you of all people should know better. Finding the answer. Still, congratulations. You won this round.
Won? I never agreed to play your little game.
Flattering myself? That hurts. I worked very hard setting up those trials for you. If you didn't enjoy them, don't worry. There'll be a next round. And I promise it'll be far, because next time, we'll be betting on the very fate of La High Roy. Will it go boom and... I can't wait. Truly, I can't wait for our next meeting.
Next meeting. It's all right. At least we dealt with the source of the dark side's anomaly. I know you've got many questions, but let's get out of here.
You said the things in the dark side wouldn't hurt them.
Didn't I do what you asked? You wanted to help Sagrika, so I tweaked the dark side to help her see herself clearly. Besides, no one got hurt, right? Your friend, your teacher, and Rover. I should thank you, actually. You helped me finish an experiment.
Experiment?
The opposite of the void. How far can memory-type resonators go before its power consumes them? And what other tricks is this petty academy hiding? A Miko wielding a sword? Come, my sweet darling. We've still got much to do.
What about the rabbit? Isn't it your pet?
We don't keep trash. We dump it. So, please try hard to be useful. If you...
For qualified synchronists, please check your
Sorry, Rover. I've kept you busy all day.
From the moment you came to me, you already knew this was a trap set by the Fraxidus. Yet you planned to walk right...
All in a day's work for your president. Besides, it worked. Don't worry. I know the dark side pulls people toward what they fear and try to escape from. You want to know?
Didn't you say you wanted to introduce a new course? Star Torch guidelines from strangers? Students and teachers should get to know each other, right? Maybe.
I really set myself up for that one. Before I turned 20, I couldn't tell which members I absorbed more and more of them. I saw too many births and deaths. That's exactly what the dark side preyed on. It then recreated the predicament I once lived through. The Fraxidus, when the future offers no answers, and existence itself is destined to fade, can anything we do in our brief... As a student of Star Torch Academy, what do you think, Rover? That's the kind of... Back then, I joined the Space Trek Collective without a real purpose. But luckily, my teacher was an ordinary man, a Roya in charge of observation in the Frostlands. But he never saw himself as just an observer. It was like how we draw lines between the stars now. In these perilous Frostlands. Maybe I used to stand too high, never stooping to feel the emotions in those memories. When I revisited the memories I once read, I realized they all shared one thing in common, and it's those very answers that give meaning to our journey toward the future, even if we might find nothing in the end. No, I'm still searching. In that sense, I'm the same as all of you, just another student on the path. So, don't worry. Until I find it, the Fraxidus won't be able to shake me. Also, about my lips are sealed on that, I'm afraid. A president has her principles, not to mention the Academy's. Anyway, I still have to write a full report on the dark side. Leave the rest to the adults now. Has this game truly ended?
To ensure correct
It's just the two of us now. No need for all the formality, Hyuki. Oh, and just so you know, the maintenance fee for that blade will be coming out of your paycheck this month.
Which blade?
The one you used in the dark side. That makes it the 4th you've broken so far. Try to be gentler the next time, will you?
Sure. What about my own sword?
Its maintenance is mostly done. Don't worry, you'll have it back soon. Wanna try one? It's pretty popular among the students.
Not hungry.
Candy's supposed to be eaten when you're not hungry. That's what makes it taste good. Have you swallowed it?
Mm-hmm. A bit sour, and my tongue's tingling. Not my favorite.
Huh. No reaction at all. That's odd. When Sigrika and the others ate there.
What?
You're no fun.
She saw me. Does that affect your plan?
It's fine. The Fraxidus didn't just set the trap for me. It was meant to draw you out. They've noticed your existence. I'm sorry for keeping you confined, for trying to hide your power. In the end, it's still...
We both knew this day would come sooner or later.
So, would you consider moving back to the academy for now? If anything happens, you can respond right away. The Fraxidus went to great lengths to tamper with the dark side, but it poses little act. At worst, this anomaly might be tied to the power of the Threnodian too. It seems they're already preparing.
What do you need me to do?
Now's not the time. You should know that the Space Trek Collective was built atop the Threnodian. That's why we've prepared countless contingency plans. Even if every single one failed, even if the Threnodian completely consumed the Collective, we still have a final card to play. The wish-granting Miko. You.
Gotta go fast! Outlaw blue, Apollo orange, hazard yellow, acid green. Wanna guess what color is my next pick?
With the blazing sun as witness. Glory.
Ran into a snag. Go ahead. Ran into a snag. Go ahead and... Oh, you're here to upload modules. Gotta go fast! Sylph?
Yes, I hear your call. You seek something. Something to help you.
You're here. Thank you. Obstruction. Flicker into form. Name your color. Shake it up. Duty call. So, understanding the...
Yeah.
If by do you like movies? I see.
It's starting. Hope she doesn't get it.
Transform.
This is...
Yo, over here.